Hey guys, what's up? My name is Nicolas Mike and welcome back with another Critical Role episode review. So this is episode 75, which is called Where the Cards Fall. So here's the summary. Vox Machina make their way through the city of Brass searching for the next vestige, but a desperate gamble leads them to making a devil's bargain. Alright, so if you guys want to watch the episode, I'll be leaving the episode link in the description down below so you guys can go watch it. And so in the last episode, we found our heroes beating an unlikely ally, which is called Sennaker and Utin, as they were about to turn into slaves by a bunch of devils or tieflings. As they try to escape their what you call oppressors, Sennaker and Utin invites them in their home, where there are a bunch of jewelers or people who sell jewels in the city, and they have to disguise themselves as a bunch of slaves in order to find the vestige, as they're about to visit Waska, which is a fire giant, one of the three fire giants that lives in the city of Brass. And as they go deeper to the city, they enter the what you call Zenith Forge. The Zenith Forge is where Waska is currently working. So this is what Waska looks like. He's a fire giant, blacksmith, who makes weapons in the Zenith Forge inside the city of Brass. So they make a deal where Kilek becomes the person who needs to talk to them about a trade for a bunch of items in exchange for information. And it turns out that Waska wants some magical items, preferably weapons, swords, blades, shields, anything that is made by a blacksmith. And they did manage to make a deal after Waska uses some sort of monocle where he can see through the entire Vox Machina that they have weapons of magical sorts, some sort of magical weapons. And in exchange, and as well in exchange for information, they trade a bunch of weapons, some magical jewels, as well as dragon scales. I think white dragon scales? White or black dragon scales. So they trade that for information, in which they get an information from Waska about another fire giant who might know about the Plate of Dawn Mortar, because it turns out that Waska doesn't know anything about the Plate of Dawn Mortar. If you're hearing the what you call the zipping in the what you call the ringing in the background, there's a construction down below, so I'm very sorry about that. So Waska mentions about another fire giant named Jurael, and it appears that she's a female fire giant that could have that could possibly know where the Plate of Dawn Mortar is. And as they try to visit the home of Jurael, they decide to make a gamble or a trade where they want to win, because they found out that the Plate of Dawn Mortar does belong to Jurael and it's in her home. So they have to gamble their way it, as Scanlan plays card game against Jurael. Unfortunately, things didn't work, as Scanlan loses the game, and in return they will be now they will be slaves for Jurael. So if they lost the game, which they did, they will become slaves of Jurael. But if they win, which unfortunately they didn't, they will win the Plate of Dawn Mortar. As they try to win as Scanlan tries his best to win a card game against Jurael for the Plate of Dawn Mortar, he fails and now they're slaves. But Jurael has a crazy idea, or has another idea. If Vox Machina kills someone for her, she's gonna give them their freedom back. That means they're not gonna be slaves anymore, as well as they're gonna get the Plate of Dawn Mortar along with their freedom. So, which of course they agreed on doing so. But it involves them killing a powerful demon, a pit fiend rather, and that pit fiend is called Gorix. So So this is what Gorix looks like. He is the devil behind the lady, which you will find out later on. So that's Gorix. So basically, let's see here. Where is it? Okay, so basically, they have to kill a pitfin that works for the embassy of the Nine Hells, which is very bad because a lot of people, as Seneca told them before, the Nine Hells, while they were talking on their way to the Zenith Forge, the embassy is a very dangerous place and you should not go there. Luckily, they found out from Jurael that the pitfin wanders to the markets of the city of Brass. So they went to the market and decides to make their own stall to wait for the pitfin, which is Gorix, a pitfin that works at the embassy, which means he's a powerful, respected devil. So as they're going there, Scanlan disguised himself as a fire merchant or a dwarf merchant. Vexalia and Scanlan decides to buy 2 Aasimar boys for a price of... So yeah, they bought 15,000. They bought 2 Aasimar boys, which are considered slaves in the city, by a merchant for 15,000 gold pieces. And as they wait for the pitfin or Gorix to come near their shop or approach their shop, they try to lure him inside the mansion, which Scanlan cast. Luckily, Gorix saw these 2 Aasimar boys that Vexalia and Scanlan bought, and he has he has planned on buying them. The Gorix has planned on buying the 2 Aasimar boys, but the 2 Aasimar boys were frightened about a devil who wants to buy them as slaves. So of course, they decided to lure Gorix in the mansion where they could use to trap him and kill him without asking or calling for aid or help from the guards of the city of Brass. Unfortunately, things didn't work out, and Keelan even tries to cast a spell called Feeble Mind that will make the creature stupid, which kind of worked because Gorix took damage from the spell, but it did not make him stupid, only angry. Or should I say only frustrated, as now he calls for a friend, which you guys saw in the picture before, a female who has a robe or some sort of devil, another devil, a devil girl which has a robe, and now this devil and the pitfin are now mad to try to kill them. And that's where we're gonna end off this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Critical Role episode review. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe now and be part of my clan. And as always, if you guys want to watch the episode, I'll be leaving the link in the description down below so you guys can go check it out. And as always, I will see you guys next time with another brand new video. This is the Cool Mike signing off. Goodbye.